Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big run there. 29 yards and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
The Lions at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their
touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces? The present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson: 8 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
Oh, that's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the... Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's Robinson again on second down. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Put together a job description for a linebacker. We would start to be able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take out blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
We love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
We both know there's a lot that went into why they made him the first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. 2nd and 15. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. They'll run with Robinson.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
James Robinson, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
The extra point up and good. And that'll make the score. zip. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus. Try again with a first down now. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
A first look here for DJ Dallas.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. They'll set up to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back on into the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Marvin Jones, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks are back within a score. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute... the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big time run right there. Let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks just make pictures of baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Once again, it's Swift.
5 yards on the carry there. He leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside, and I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
The point after is good, and it's now 21-7. They have the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
from the 6. And he returns this to the 22.
And out now come the Seahawks.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Romeo Okwara shooting in there and dropping it for the sack.
They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first. Look elsewhere and find an open target. The coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially failing on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Come on. Hey.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1. Now back to throw.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuebu now. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up 1st down, too.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 56 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. Incomplete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try to defend on 3rd down. They like to
shotgun now on third down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The Seahawks on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense running out, and we shine the spotlight on the undrafted revelation, James Robinson. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throwing coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. They'll look to throw here. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this. lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And just a 30-yard punt that time.
The offense running out, and we shine the spotlight on the undrafted revelation, James Robinson.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
On the catch, it's Crowder.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Holding offense.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
Still third down.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? On play action, they'll throw. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do this thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. Looking to throw. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
On the give, this is Dallas.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First down, Seattle to pick up a 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. The left side completion to Jones. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Ready.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Straight ahead running. Here's Dallas.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Holding. Offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
He'll drop to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. And his kick here is good. And that will close the gap down to 14.
So the 3 points there to see the Williams an inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Taken from about the 12. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
2nd and 3.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll set up to throw. Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Now Sam Sloman is on.
He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. Second and 6. And that is incomplete here.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Second down at 4.
They'll look to throw. Airing one out for Crowder. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is probably the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Airing one out for Crowder. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So here are the Lions to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. And they'll come out with a 3-tight-end look on the first play of the drive. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
65 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6. Now second and 4.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes. Falling on the lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
They need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game.
first and 10. It's Swift.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulated right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
We'll take it inside the 25.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw is Rush. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. A 10-play drive that time, and the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Lions are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, They've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So
1 yard here to pick up the first down.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Hands it off out of the gun. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
That's hauled in by Tony.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
He'll look to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Looking to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Marvin Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all this. His resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad for a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Fielded right around the 8.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Lions. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Sam Sloman now for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now, as the punt team sending this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Robinson with another carry.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Lions get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Showed some of his improvs. Getting flushed out of the pocket, but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means bring character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to bring character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
And this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
The coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, that last run for a first down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
Back to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
Again, it's Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Robinson is in for a Lions touchdown. But Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Seahawks take back over. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now back to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Romeo Okwara picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Robinson up the middle.
And room there to work it inside the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Robinson again on second down.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Trey Brown there on the stop.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point up and through. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And it coughed it up, and the Seahawks have recovered.
You and I have been around teams.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a third down.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Throwing here, Rush. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
47 yards.
And the Lions are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Sam Sloman for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yep, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Lions have recovered. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
The previous play is under review.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Forced out to his... Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taking it about the 36. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here.
Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know when a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Talk about 2 sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. The front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. It's complete. And they work this out past the 25. They'll look to throw now on first down. This is the tight end Fant. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Lions, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.